Every family has one, the black sheep. The one who stands out, not necessarily by choice, but by the very nature of their being. They are the ones who, knowingly or unknowingly, challenge the status quo, who question the established norms, and who often find themselves at odds with the expectations placed upon them. The one who strays from the flock, who challenges norms and who dares to be different. In the context of a royal family, this divergence is even more pronounced. The black sheep is not just a family member who is different, they are a symbol of change, a beacon of individuality in a sea of conformity. They invite whispers and raised eyebrows, not just from their family, but from the public and the media. Every action, every word, every gesture is analyzed and often criticized. The black sheep becomes a focal point for both admiration and disdain, a figure who embodies the tension between tradition and modernity. In the gilded cage of royalty, where tradition reigns supreme and every move is scrutinized, the label of black sheep carries even greater weight. The expectations are higher, the scrutiny more intense, and the consequences of deviation more severe. The royal black sheep is not just a family member who is different, they are a symbol of the struggle between duty and personal freedom. Prince Charles, heir to the British throne, has often found himself cast in this role. From a young age, he has been in the public eye, his every move watched and analyzed. His interests, his relationships, his opinions, all have been subjects of intense scrutiny and debate. He has been both praised and criticized for his willingness to speak out on issues that matter to him, for his desire to carve out a role for himself that goes beyond the traditional duties of a royal. His life, a tapestry woven with both duty and defiance, has been marked by controversy, scrutiny, and a constant struggle to reconcile his own identity with the expectations of his birthright. He has championed causes that were once considered unconventional, from environmental conservation to alternative medicine. He has sought to use his position to make a difference, even when it meant facing criticism and opposition. In doing so, he has redefined what it means to be a royal, challenging the very notion of what it means to be the black sheep. Born in 1948, amidst the post-war austerity that gripped Britain, Charles's early life was a stark contrast to the privileged world he was born into. While surrounded by the trappings of royalty, his childhood was also marked by a certain loneliness. His parents, though loving, were often absent on royal duties, leaving a young Charles in the care of nannies and tutors. This early sense of isolation, coupled with the weight of his future responsibilities, shaped him into a sensitive and introspective child. From the moment he was born, Charles's destiny was preordained. As the eldest son of Queen Elizabeth II, the mantle of heir apparent fell squarely upon his shoulders. Groomed from a young age for the role he would one day inherit, he was schooled in the intricacies of royal protocol, steeped in the history of his lineage, and taught to carry the weight of tradition with grace and dignity. Yet, beneath the polished veneer of a prince-in-waiting, a more complex individual was struggling to emerge. No exploration of Prince Charles's life would be complete without addressing the controversies that have come to define his public image. His tumultuous marriage to Diana, Princess of Wales, captivated the world, their fairy tale romance ultimately crumbling under the weight of infidelity and public scrutiny. The subsequent revelation of his long-held affection for Camilla Parker Bowles, now his wife, further fueled the flames of public opinion, casting him as the villain in a very public heartbreak. Section 5. Shifting Sands of Opinion, Charles in the Public Eye. The public's perception of Prince Charles has been a roller coaster ride of admiration, sympathy, and at times outright condemnation. His early years were marked by a certain awkwardness, his sensitive nature often misinterpreted as aloofness. The Diana years saw him vilified by many, his image tarnished by the breakdown of his marriage. Yet, in the years since, there has been a gradual shift in public opinion. Section 6. A modern monarch in the making? Beyond the headlines and controversies, Prince Charles has carved out a role for himself as a passionate advocate for causes close to his heart. His journey has been one of dedication and resilience, often navigating through the complex landscape of public opinion and media scrutiny. A vocal environmentalist long before it became mainstream, he has championed sustainable living, organic farming, and the preservation of our planet's natural resources. His commitment to these causes is not just a recent development. but a lifelong mission that has seen him engage with experts, communities, and policymakers to drive meaningful change. In addition to his environmental efforts, Prince Charles has been a staunch advocate for the preservation of architectural heritage. He believes that our built environment is a testament to our history and culture, and he has worked tirelessly to ensure that historic buildings and landmarks are protected and restored for future generations to appreciate. His Prince's Trust charity has helped countless young people overcome adversity and achieve their potential. Founded in 1976, the charity has supported over 1 million young people through various programs aimed at education, employment, and entrepreneurship. The impact of the Prince's Trust is profound, offering hope and opportunities to those who might otherwise be left behind. These endeavors, often overshadowed by his personal life, reveal a man driven by a deep sense of purpose and a desire to make a positive impact on the world. Prince Charles's commitment to public service and his efforts to address some of the most pressing issues of our time demonstrate a modern approach to monarchy. He is not content to merely fulfill ceremonial duties. Instead, he seeks to use his platform to advocate for change and inspire others to take action. As he prepares to potentially ascend to the throne, his legacy as a forward-thinking and compassionate leader continues to grow, offering a glimpse of what a modern monarch could be. Section 7. The Shadow of the Past. Controversies and their lingering impact. Despite his efforts to redefine himself, the shadow of past controversies continues to linger over Prince Charles. The wounds inflicted by the Diana years run deep, and for some, the passage of time has done little to soften their stance. His marriage to Camilla, while accepted by many, remains a point of contention for others. As he prepares to ascend the throne, the question remains, will these past transgressions continue to color his reign? Section 8. A legacy and question Charles's future as king. The question of Charles's legacy is a complex one. Will he be remembered as a modernizing force, a monarch who used his platform to champion important causes and connect with a changing world? Or will he forever be defined by the scandals and heartbreaks that have come to define his public image? Only time will tell how history will ultimately judge the reign of King Charles III. Section 9. Beyond the crown. Charles's personal pursuits and passions. Beyond the confines of his royal duties, Prince Charles is a man of diverse interests and passions. His life, often seen through the lens of his royal responsibilities, is enriched by a variety of personal pursuits that reveal a different side of his character. An accomplished watercolorist, he finds solace in capturing the beauty of the natural world on canvas. His paintings, often inspired by the landscapes around him, reflect a deep appreciation for nature's tranquility and splendor. This artistic endeavor is not just a hobby, but a profound expression of his inner world. A keen gardener, he has transformed the grounds of his Highgrove estate into a haven of biodiversity. His dedication to sustainable and organic gardening practices has turned Highgrove into a model of environmental stewardship. The gardens, with their vibrant array of flora, are a testament to his commitment to preserving nature's beauty. These pursuits, often undertaken away from the public eye, offer a glimpse into the private world of a man who has spent his life navigating the complexities of his public persona. They reveal a thoughtful, introspective individual who finds peace and fulfillment in creative and nurturing activities. Whether through his art or his gardening, Prince Charles's personal passions provide a window into the soul of a man who, despite his royal obligations, remains deeply connected to the simple joys of life. His interests extend beyond personal hobbies to global concerns. As a passionate advocate for environmental conservation, Prince Charles has been a vocal proponent of sustainable living and climate action. His efforts to raise awareness about environmental issues have earned him respect and admiration worldwide. Additionally, his charitable work reflects his deep-seated belief in the power of community and the importance of giving back. Through various foundations and initiatives, he has supported countless causes, from education and health to the arts and heritage preservation. Ultimately, these pursuits and passions paint a fuller picture of Prince Charles, not just as a royal figure, but as a multifaceted individual. His dedication to his personal interests, his advocacy for the environment, and his charitable endeavors all contribute to a legacy that goes beyond the crown, highlighting a life rich in purpose and meaning. Section 10. The Paradox of Prince Charles, a Man of Contradictions. Prince Charles is a man of inherent contradictions. He is both a product of privilege and a champion of the less fortunate. He is deeply traditional, yet unafraid to challenge the status quo. He is a lightning rod for controversy, yet also a dedicated philanthropist. It is this very paradox, this complex interplay of duty and defiance, that makes him such a compelling figure. Section 11. Awaiting the Throne. The uncertain future of a king in waiting. As Prince Charles stands on the cusp of kingship, the world watches with bated breath. His reign, long anticipated and much speculated upon, promises to be a defining chapter in the story of the British monarchy. Will he be able to reconcile the weight of tradition with his own vision for a modern monarchy? Will he be able to unite a nation still grappling with the legacy of his past? Only time will tell.